Thank you. New information tonight about a bizarre 32-year-old Lake Park murder case. Back in 1979, 29-year-old Charlene Nelson was found stabbed to death in her home in Lake Park. Palm Beach County then went on the hunt for her live-in boyfriend, John Charles Black, but they never found him. Today, they finally did. News Channel 5's Ryan Calhoun is live at the house where all of this happened 32 years ago. Ryan?
Good evening, Shannon. Well, this is the Hinder Road house in Lake Park near alternate A1A, where John Black and Charlene Nelson lived back in 1979. The owners actually tell me that it looks exactly the same on the outside, and neighbors here tell me they remember John Black and what took place back then. In July of 1979, Hinder Road was the home of a brutal homicide investigation, and it was also the new home for Chris Wilson.
It was that week or the week after when we were moving in and when she died, and it was really sad. I said, oh God, what a neighborhood, you know.
Chris says she remembers Charlene Nelson, who was then 29, and her 6-year-old son.
I met the little boy, you know, because he'd be outside and he would be talking and everything, you know, but we weren't here that long. Longtime
neighbor Glenn Gross remembers John Good, and he didn't like him.
Why didn't you like him?
Because he kept beating this girl up, that's why. You know, he beat her to a pop every chance he got, he beat her up.
After 32 years on the run, John Good was booked into the Palm Beach County Jail as John Charles Black, his real name.
Thank God, you know, thank goodness, you know. It's just sad, you know, that it took so long to find him.
Follow the aliases. John Good was who investigators were looking for in the Lake Park case. Bob J. Parsons was arrested in Citrus County and charged with the murder of his girlfriend Arlene Pregg. After a tip from an inmate, investigators matched fingerprint records to figure out Parsons, John Good, and John Black were all the same guy.
It's a shame that she had to die. It's a shame they couldn't find him sooner, you know, that he's so deranged that he would do something like that.
Now neighbors are just happy he's behind bars. Now, some other neighbors that we talked to told me that John Black actually used to be the plasterer for many of the different homes here in the community. As for the investigation, now the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office will go and look at that old case file and see what they can piece together from back then and the interviews with Mr. Black as well. For now, we're live in Lake Park. I'm Ryan Calhoun, WPTV News Channel 5.